Welcome back to Figure Depot. Today we're taking a quick look at the McFarlane Toys DARKSEID figure from the new Superpowers relaunch from McFarlane, which is of course an homage back to the Kenner Superpowers line, which debuted in 1984. Had all the vehicles and figures from that line. My grandfather got them for me, and my parents probably picked up a couple here and there, but loved this line as a child and still held a special place in my heart. So when I found out yesterday they were gonna be releasing these, I never expected to walk into Walmart today and find one, but nonetheless, here we are. We've got a slight wrinkle here at the top, and I did that on purpose because I'm an out-of-box collector, and so I wanted to leave the ones that still look mint on the shelf for collectors in the area to be able to get a hold of one that was in good shape, because I'm just gonna open mine anyway. I may pick up at least like the Superman, Batman, and DARKSEID carded at some point down the road, but for now I just wanted to get one in hand and just kind of check it out. So here you go. Here's the barcode. Anybody's looking for that, they are hitting Walmart. So I hope they do the whole line. Definitely awesome and excited. So without further ado, let's get him open, get a closer look. If you're trying to preserve the packaging and still open the figure, I recommend getting a X-Acto blade and just kind of cutting around here and then opening the figure up that way and pulling the figure out of the bubble. That way you still have your bubble preserved, but you've also got your figure. So right out the gate, I love the way this figure feels in hand. It's very hefty, a lot heftier than the 1984 release. Those feel very light and I wouldn't say brittle, but just a little more flimsy in hand. This is solid, durable plastic, and it's gonna last a long time. You get your 5 points of articulation, just like the classic figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, sorry. Points of articulation. You get a bend in the knee, you get a bend at the hip joint, you get a rotation 360 here. We don't have any kind of swivels at the wrists or forearms or anything on these guys, which is true to the Superpowers line from 1984. You do get a head swivel back and forth, so basically just exactly what you would expect from a modern remake of the classic line. Now, just to get a closer look at the figure, you can see there's a lot of texturing here on the shoulders, on his skin. This is smooth. Nice paint deco on mine. It looks pretty clean and sharp for the most part. Yeah, it looks very good. But you can see just the texture on the body, on the arms, and on the shoulder bells there is very, very cool. Really liking this a lot. It's just fun to have something in hand as soon as you find out about it and not have to wait forever for it. Sneaky little turkeys snuck that in on us, but I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Let's get some size comparisons here with some vintage figures. Alright, here he is with Batman and Wonder Woman from the original 1984 Superpowers line. And you can see he's a bit taller than they are. Now, the new figures are just slightly bigger than the originals and slightly different sculpts, but they are not quite as big as DARKSEID is. He's intended to be a little larger than the rest of the figures in the line. So you'll kind of, when I get a Superman or a Batman in hand, I'll do another video and make a size comparison with those. Here he is with a Toy Biz 89 Batman and a Toy Biz 89 Jack Nicholson Joker. So pretty cool seeing him there with these guys. And that 89 Batman was just a little bit taller than the old Kenner Superpowers Batman was. Here he is with the Kenner Dark Knight collection, blue and gray Batman, and then I don't remember the name of this Batman with the wings that expand, but that's the Batman Returns kind of gimmick there. And love these Dark Knight Collection Batman figures from Kenner. They were so awesome. Here he is with a Toy Biz Venom and Wolverine figure from the 90s. And you can see that same basic articulation scheme present in all of these guys. And pretty standard up until Toy Biz Marvel Legends started getting crafty and inventive. And here he is with a Playmates Dick Tracy, and I don't remember that RoboCop. I don't remember where he's from. It just has Orion Corporation imprinted on it, so it doesn't actually have the toy manufacturer on there anywhere that I can find. And for one last basic figure comparison, we've got the Batman Begins and the Dark Knight Rises Batman figures, basic figures. And you can see they still utilize that rudimentary articulation, but with slightly updated, a little bit more modern sculpts. This guy's fantastic. With a $10 price point, you really can't go wrong this day and age, with most Marvel Legends and McFarlane figures running you about 20 to 25 depending on where you pick them up local, and then about 30 plus if you order online and pay shipping. So finding these guys in Walmart for 10 bucks is kind of fun and refreshing. So definitely love this line so far, looking really good. The Batman figure doesn't have that classic oval bat signal on him, so I'm not as keen on it, but I do like this Darkseid, and even though it's not the classic look for him, it's a modern look that it looks really good and kind of, to me, translates to both generations. And the Superman looks to be pretty faithful to the original Superpowers look, so I can't wait to get him in hand and check him out. But thanks so much for watching my review today. Be sure and check out my Instagram for upcoming reviews and action figure photography and other things. And we'll see you next time. Do subscribe, that helps me out a lot. I certainly appreciate it. And please leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this line so far.